I'd like to call to order this special meeting of the Boulder Valley Board of Education for Friday, June 2nd, 2017. Laura, could you please call the roll?
Belval.
Here.
Benford.
Here.
Fuqua.
Here.
Garcia.
Here.
Gebhardt.
Here.
Marquis is not present. Myers.
Here. Board members, just to remind you, last week at our meeting on May 23rd, the board heard a presentation from Ken DeLay, the Executive Director of the Colorado Association of School Boards, and Ken spoke in general about how a long-term superintendent search process is conducted, and more importantly, for our consideration this morning, he outlined the reasons why the board should consider the appointment of an interim superintendent for a term of 6 months to a year. Among other factors, the general season for soliciting the interest of qualified long-term superintendent candidates has passed for the upcoming school year, and the customary timeline to begin a search process with full stakeholder involvement will not begin until late fall. In light of the various considerations, the board has received the name of possible candidate for interim superintendent and has had an opportunity to consider qualifications. So the agenda item scheduled for this morning is to allow the board to approve and publicly declare our finalist for the position of interim superintendent and to begin a 14-day period before which the board would officially consider employing anyone. So I'm going to make a motion that the Board of Education approve and declare Dr. Cindy Stevenson as the sole finalist for the position of interim superintendent. That motion needs a second.
Second.
Second from Richard. Is there discussion? Hearing none. Oh, yes, Jenny?
Yeah, I'd just like to say how excited I am that Cindy Stevenson is the finalist for this position. She's extremely well qualified and has a long history in public education, and I think is going to be a real positive asset for our district going forward.
Thank you, Jenny. Further discussion?
I agree with Jenny. Sam, it's Kathy.
Kathy,
My heartfelt thanks to Dr. Stevenson for being willing to apply for this and stepping up. I look forward to working with her. Thanks.
All right. Thanks, Kathy. Any other discussion? Hearing none. Laura, could you please call the vote on the motion?
Belval.
Yes.
Benford.
Yes.
Fuqua.
Yes.
Garcia.
Yes.
Gebhardt.
Yes.
Marquis is not present. Myers.
Yes.
Motion passes.
All right. With that, we'll communicate that vote to Dr. Stevenson and move forward with getting the contract ready for her employment as our interim superintendent. I think that's all our business this morning, so we're adjourned.
Sam, just a quick question.
Yeah.
What's the process after this?
So we will work with the candidate and our attorneys, the finalist, and our attorneys on contract, and then we will need to do, I believe, another special meeting after the 14-day period to approve the contract. Is that correct, Melissa?
I think you guys are tentatively holding a time to do that.
Yeah.
In 2 weeks.
So probably we'll be back as quick as possible after the 14-day period to approve the contract.
And once it's approved, her start day would be approximately?
We're working on as quickly as possible after the 14 days, so mid to late June. Yeah.
Thanks.
Sure. Any other questions? All right. Thanks, everybody. We're adjourned. Thanks, Kathy and Shelley. We're going to disconnect.